welcome to Masterpiece Theater. That cracked me up. I'm glad you guys laughed too. So I'm Dana Applegate, and I want to welcome you to the very first BCP, Boquete Community Players Comedy Show. We have some really fantastic acts, and your job tonight, in addition to, of course, loving somebody, or at least knowing somebody in the cast or crew, or you probably wouldn't be here, is to go away, we hope, and tell everyone how funny it was, and how much fun you had, and how they couldn't possibly miss it no matter what. Okay? Okay. Excellent. All right, so because this is our first ever BCP comedy show, when we cast out to the community and asked folks what could they do that was funny, we got some people, of course, I know, right? Some people were like, no, that's not funny at all. But thanks. On the other hand, we did get some people that we've never seen before and that you might have never seen before. So we do have some first time on stage folks. We also have some veterans that most of you who have been here before are going to recognize. We also, in this production, have a first time director in Marilyn Jenkins. And I'm not the only one saying that. The cast is also saying that. And Marilyn, in common with most of our cast and crew, is a volunteer. BCP is, for the most part, a volunteer organization. We cannot do what we do without volunteers. And we really, really appreciate the numberless hours that all of them give. And also, if any of you are interested in giving numberless hours for no remuneration, we'd be darn glad to have an extra pair of hands. You should see me during the intermission if you'd like to labor endlessly. All right, my last job before we get started is to warm you up a little bit. So, I've got a couple of jokes for you. Thank you. First, what do you call a fly without any wings?
A walk.
Exactly! A walk! Where do you find a one-legged dog? Wherever you left it. Yeah. I know, sorry, animal lovers. There's no real one-legged dog. That's just an imaginary one-legged dog, I swear. Two cowboys are in a kitchen. Which one is the real cowboy? The one on the range. I know, I got my crown, so now I can leave. My job is done. Our first act tonight is some blonde humor. We think that blonde jokes are almost always funny, and everybody knows at least a couple of blonde jokes. So we have Mendi Carney, Cindy Thomas, and Amanda Glenn with Harry Halbert in Three Blondes and a Harry.
And we're using ambient sound, so everything listeners on there too.
I love your bathroom. It's so...
Oh, thank you. I just love pink. So what were you guys saying about blonde jokes?
Well, sometimes I just don't understand them. I mean, I have a great sense of humor, but I just don't get them.
I've heard them before, and some of them must be funny. Do you all have one, and maybe we can see?
Oh, I have one. I have one. What do you call a dead blonde in a closet?
Give me a sec.
1995 hide-and-seek world champion. I just don't get it. Like, someone told me that.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's okay. Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, a smart blonde, and a dumb blonde were walking, and they came across a $10 bill. Who picked it up?
I don't know.
The dumb blonde because there's no such thing as the Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, or a smart blonde.
Well, you try. My boss just told me one.
Okay.
Why was the blonde so angry when she got her driver's license? She got an F in sex.
I heard this yesterday. Okay. What do you call a blonde with a dollar bill on her head?
Why would you have a
All you can eat under a buck.
You know that yesterday somebody called me a blonde joke? I went and ordered a pizza right here at Boquete, whatever, on the strip. And he said, what do you want? And I said, I want a medium pizza. So he said, well, how many pieces do you want me to cut it into, 6 or 12? And I said, well, 6. I could never eat 12.
You know, blonde jokes just aren't funny.
You're right, they just aren't.
They aren't.
Look, ladies, you just don't get it.
What, Harry?
The blonde jokes are very funny. The problem is not the joke.
Sure. What do you mean?
Okay, let me give you a couple of examples.
Okay.
Go ahead.
There were a blonde and a brunette, and they were hanging from a cliff on a rope. And they realized the rope was not going to be able to hold both of them. So the brunette started telling the blonde how she, in a very impassioned voice, how she was going to let go so that the blonde would be able to live on. And the blonde was so touched when she finished that she started applauding. Try this one. There's 3 blondes walking through the woods, and they came upon a set of tracks. The first blonde said, "Look, deer tracks." And the second blonde said, "No, those are elk tracks." And the third blonde said, "No, you're both wrong. Those are moose tracks." And the 3 blondes were still arguing when the train hit them.
That is so terrible. Wait, what tracks were they?
Let me try Let me try a short one. Let's try this one. What makes the sound vroom, screech, vroom, screech, vroom, screech?
I don't know.
It's a blonde trying to drive through a flashing red light. Okay. One last time, Mindy, since you seem to be having the most trouble getting it. Have you ever read Shakespeare?
No, who wrote it?
The same guy who wrote Twilight.
No, a girl wrote Twilight.
Oh, sorry.
Never mind. Never mind. I don't have any idea what I was thinking. You girls are right. Okay, look, I got some chores to do. I've got to change some light bulbs. Is there any interest in helping?
Oh, this time I get to hold the bulb and they have to spin the ladder.
Oh,